Greetings and salutations, everyone, and of course, welcome back to another of my videos. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome, 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 and thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And of course, if you are one of my returning viewers, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Now we're going to get straight into today's video. As you can see from the caption, we are going to talk about Jamaican proverbs. Now, I absolutely love Jamaican proverbs. Now, if you are like me and you grew up with your grandmother, especially in the rural areas, you will understand why proverbs are so important, because that is the language of our grandparents. They like to use proverbs, and I really love them because they have so much wisdom in them. I don't know wherever you're watching from, but I'm sure you also have your own proverbs within your own country, your own territory. And so I'm about to share 10 popular Jamaican proverbs with you today. Yes, 10 of them. If while you're listening, you recognize any that you know, just put it in the comment section or just share with us some others that you know. We're just going to get straight into it. Number 1. Peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. Peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. And let me say that a little slower for the persons who do not fully understand the Jamaican parlance or the Jamaican Creole. Peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. What is the translation for this? It is translated, the peacock hides his foot when he hears about his tail. The explanation, a proud person doesn't like his weakness to be exposed. A proud person does not like his weaknesses to be exposed. Let us look at number 2. You're afraid of yai, you no yam head. You're afraid of yai, you no yam head. Translation: if you are afraid of the eye, you will never eat the head. Again, if you are afraid of the eye, you will never eat the head. What is the explanation? If you pay too much attention to the opinion of others, then you will never prosper or move ahead. If you stop to pay too much attention to the opinion of others, then of course you will not get ahead. Number 3. You can't sit down pan cow back and cuss cow kin. Again, let me repeat that. You can't sit down pan cow back and cuss cow kin. Translation: you cannot sit on the back of a cow and curse the cow's skin. You cannot sit on the back of a cow and curse the cow's skin. Explanation: you should not be ungrateful to those who are helping you. Yes, you should not be ungrateful to those who are helping you. Do you know anybody who is like that? Who we are getting the help from somebody, and while they're getting the assistance from somebody, they are just behaving in ways that are completely unbecoming to the individual that's providing the assistance. If you know anybody like that, just drop it in the comment section that you know somebody who is connected to number 3. Number 4, and I love this one personally, really love this one. Big blanket make man sleep late. Big blanket make man sleep late. The translation: a thick blanket causes a man to sleep late. What is the explanation of this? An overabundance of luxury will allow one to become complacent and of course take things for granted. An overabundance of luxury will allow one to become complacent and take things for granted. Number 5, and this is one that my grandmother used to use quite frequently. You pit in the sky, it will fall in your eye. You pit in the sky, it will fall in your eye. Translation: if you spit in the sky, it will fall in your eyes. What is the explanation? Whatever you do or wish for others, it can eventually come right back at you. So be careful how you treat other people. Yes? Be careful how you treat other people, because whatever you wish for others or do to others, it may eventually fall on you. Number 6, mischief come by the pound and go by the ounce. Let me slow that down. Mischief come by the pound and go by the ounce. What is the translation? Mischief comes by the pound and goes by the ounce. What does this mean? Mischief makers can cause a whole heap of problem just by one simple little word or a simple little action. And the problem that they stir up and create, the effects of it can be detrimental. Yes, irreparable. It's way more detrimental than just what they use to cause a problem. So just one little word, one little line, one little action can cause a whole lot of problem that's completely irreparable and cause you maximum damage. Number 7, a pound of fret can't pay an ounce of debt. A pound of fret can't pay an ounce of debt. What is the translation? 1 pound of fretting cannot pay an ounce of debt. What is the explanation? Listen, your problems cannot be solved by worrying. So the time that you spend worrying about whatever the problem is, you would use that time to use it to spend doing something a little bit more constructive by thinking about what the possible solution or alternatives could be, as opposed to worrying. And this one is something that I need to learn to practice, because listen, I worry about every single thing while I'm solution driven, but I will spend a great deal of my time worrying. So this is something that I need to worry and tell myself that, listen girl, a pound of fret can't pay an ounce of it. So just spend the time and find the solution. Number 8, quatty by trouble, 100 pound can't pay for it. Quatty by trouble, 100 pound can't pay for it. Translation: a penny or a penny and a half can buy trouble, but 100 pound cannot pay for that trouble. What is the explanation to that? The little blunders that we make, yes, it will put us in problems sometimes that are so difficult that it is hard for us to pull ourselves out of it. There's no simple way of taking ourselves out of those troubles. And sometimes we look at it and we say, oh, it's just a simple little mistake. It's just a simple little this and a simple little that. But sometimes those simple little mistakes, they just put us in certain situations that are so difficult. It's hard for us to pull ourselves out of it. And for some of us, we will never pull ourselves out of them. So always remember, quatty by trouble, 100 pound can't pay for it. So let us be mindful of our actions and some of the mistakes that we find ourselves committing or creating. Number 9, no matter how cockroach junk, he now walk past foul yard. No matter how cockroach junk, he now walk past foul yard. Translation: no matter how drunk a cockroach is, he will never make the mistake to walk past the yard of a fowl. Now the explanation: in the interest of self-preservation, a cockroach will not go past a fowl's yard no matter what the circumstance. Now we all know the relationship between cockroach and fowl, eh? And so it's about self-preservation. And so for humans, it means you must always think about self-preservation and allow that to fuel some of our actions. Yes? In the interest of self-preservation, there are some things that you just should not do, regardless of your situation or your circumstance. Number 10, no mug no broke, no coffee no dash way. No mug no broke, no coffee no dash way. And this one also reminds me very strongly of my grandmother, because this was another one that she loved and she would say it quite frequently. The translation is, the mug is not broken, therefore the coffee is not thrown away. What is the explanation? even in the most difficult times, if there is absolutely no devastation, we should just count our blessings. Yeah? Do not blow a simple matter out of proportion. Even in our difficult times, especially if there is absolutely no severe devastation, we should just keep counting our blessing and not necessarily blow the things out of proportion. And that brings us to the 10 proverbs that I wanted to highlight for you. Now, were there any of the proverbs that you were hearing for the very first time? If so, just put in the comment section first time. If there were others that you heard before or one or two, just say, yes, I knew them. Or just say the one that you were learning for the very first time. If you're in a different territory and a different country and you've never heard any of these, just drop one of your proverbs in the comment section along with the explanation so we can all learn from each other and understand each other's culture. So thank you so much for tuning. I hope this was very informative for you and you would have learned something from this video. Until I do another video again, take care of yourself, walk good, stay blessed, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.